Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to episode 5. I have had the craziest week. I don't even, I have made notes again. I have, because I know that if I don't, I'm just going to babble on about everything and anything. So I've got the notes again. I'm not going to show you and blind you again if you are watching this on YouTube. But if you're just listening to it on Anchor or Spotify or Apple iTunes, anywhere, Google podcasting places, then you don't need to worry about being blinded also. So that's kind of cool, I think. On my page here, I've got episode 1, 2, and 3, which really confused me when I was setting the setting on my hat. Because I was like, it's not episode 3, it's episode 5. Because we did 2 episodes last year. And now we're jumping into, it's essentially episode 3 of this year, I guess. And of the new way of the structure and the things and the stuff. So, yeah, welcome in. Okay, so, hello. I've had a tough week. I was mega excited to have got my Xbox back. Got my laptop back, to get my laptop back. And it has been a very trying week as a streamer. For me, previously, a lot of the time spent trying to figure things out was never really... Not that it wasn't my priority, it wasn't really what I did. Most of my friends would just say, okay, use these settings because they work and that's what's going to work best for you. And I would say, cool, I'm happy. My expertise in streaming, even though it's grown a lot up until quite recently, I've not really tried much. I've just kind of kept it as it is, clicked start streaming, and off we go. So I've kept it very, very simple and basic. And I prefer to not overcomplicate things, because if I don't understand things and they even start getting complicated, it's just it's a slippery slope. So this week has been trying because I reinstalled an operating system on my new laptop and I didn't know what I was doing. And it's funny because I've been streaming for, this is going into towards my 4th year. I've been streaming for 3 years and this is progressing towards year 4. And I don't know what I'm doing. And so it was quite a mindset adjustment that I had to go through, because so much of the time I often feel like I do know what I'm doing, and this week was a big awakening for me. It exhausted the crap out of me, is the nicest way to put it, because I didn't really have control, and it was really, really frustrating because everything that was going wrong, I could just see it going wrong and there was nothing I could do about it. So it was really frustrating. And for me to ask for help is a very difficult thing. And this week I had to swallow a bit of pills and say, look, it's time to let your secret out. And so I asked for help, and I'm so glad that I did, because by the end of the week the stream quality was back to almost where I wanted to be, and we can move on from the crappy quality of Monday's stream. Slightly progressed into Tuesday, got a little bit better on Wednesdays, a little bit better on Thursday, and by Friday we were pretty good. About 80% of where I would like to be. So it's been a tough week because there's been a lot of self-progress that I've had to make, and take some steps and strides, swallowing bitter pills to say, look, this week hasn't been good. It hasn't been good. It hasn't been one that I'm proud of, but there are many positives. And instead of looking at all of the bad things that have happened this week, I would like to mention the good things, which is like your self-progress. So what it really opened up was an opportunity to learn, because now I understand the difference between GPU and CPU encoding. And not that I didn't know it existed, my grasp of technology isn't limited depending on how much you know and what you know of it. But for me, it's there's a lot of ground to cover. So I know a bunch of stuff. I grew up with PCs, but this the technical side to streaming is it's incredibly... There's a lot of depth to it, and somebody who knows what they're doing can have a quick look at your OBS settings and say, you need to have setting 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 set to this, or if you go, you're going to have a great stream. That's what I've been doing for ages, and it's been working just fine. Until it wasn't. And this has happened to me before. So it's not like it's the first time where I'm like, oh shit, I need to do everything. But it was the first time where I realized why I needed to do everything. And I think that for me, it was really an awakening experience to kind of, this was quite a serious episode today, sorry, why I needed to figure things out, because going forward, now I understand why I have to use CPU encoding over GPU encoding, which is the processor versus the graphics card, and slowly but surely I'm learning stuff, and I think that this week has been an amazing opportunity to learn things that I've not needed to learn and not needed to understand. So I got some help from Havoc, and I got some help from Nub, and I read a bunch of stuff. I looked at loads of resources, and I mean I've had plenty of help before, but it's usually not because I've had to ask for it. It's usually just I've been very spoiled and very lucky and very fortunate to have an array of people who have always sort of believed in me and said, you know what, I can kind of fix that one thing that's annoying you. And so this week I've learned to be very grateful for those people. And yeah, anyway, onward we go. So the stream quality was a bit bad. Overlays didn't really work the way I wanted them to, and it was frustrating because there was nothing I could do. I didn't know what to change. I didn't know what I shouldn't be doing, what I should be doing, and yeah, I think I've gone into that enough. But we fixed it. We finished Tomb Raider this week. Thursday. We finished Tomb Raider, A Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which was amazing. Really incredible game. If you haven't played it, I would definitely suggest changing that. And if it's been on your list of games to finish, go do it. Because this year, I'm finishing a bunch of games. I swear to you, I've got a whole list. I've got a whole list of games. But I'm going to tell you, so I don't know if I've been clear about it. So I'm going to be elaborating on the week past and then talking about the week forward. And that's going to kind of be the theme, and then I'll build the podcast around that. So we just talk about stuff and see what happens for 15 minutes. Because as soon as I start talking, then I can make little notes, little patch notes, if you will. But then when I start talking, everything just comes out. Nasty. So, alright, so this coming week, I'm going to do my Raid Shadow Legends paid stream. Another thing this week, I came to the realization that having my follower goals and sub goals weren't working for my content. And it's something that has been highlighted to me previously. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna keep trying, because I do feel like you need to try things, and if they don't work, stop them and try something else. But I also feel like you need to give some things enough opportunity to see why they don't work and where they do work, and kind of figure things out. So I've scrapped my follower goal, my sub goal, and Bitty's goals for the month. It's not working for the content that I create, and I feel like it's debilitating more than it is encouraging, and I don't feel like it's doing what I had hoped that it would. It just feels like it's projecting negativity. So I'm like, you know what, get out of there. So that was another thing that we did this previous week. So you won't see those anymore if you come through this following week, and it's fine. It's not a bad thing. It is just like, okay, it's not the thing that's helping me get to the stuff. So it's not doing the right things. It's doing all the wrong things, and it's giving wrong impressions, and it's being, I don't know, I don't want to dive into it too much, but it's not working for my content, and so it's gone. Raid Shadow Legends. So it's a paid for stream. I need to stream 2 hours of the content. I need to sign up to 35 PC gamers. So if you're a PC gamer and you would like to support me, and you've got 5 to 10 minutes to spare, then I would really appreciate it if you would stop by the stream tomorrow, anytime this week, and ask me a little bit about it, because I need to sign up 35 people, and then I can basically pay rent for like a month and a half, which is obviously a big stress reliever. So that would be really cool if you could. If not, it's super chilled. I'm not going to go on about it. I'm sure that we'll be able to smash it. I'm kind of looking forward to it, and it's quite a cool game actually. Like in terms of turn-based stuff that you can do, I'm kind of excited to showcase it tomorrow. So hope you can come through. Monday stream, that'll be good. So we'll play a little bit of Rocket League because that's required. Then I'm going to do a bit of Raid Shadow Legends, and talk about it, and it's gonna be good. It'll be cool. Then Big Spender was added as a channel rewards thingy under channel points. 100,000. Have I said that right? Now I feel like I'm having a moment. 100,000. 100,000. I'm sure they're the same. Anyway, I haven't been to school in a while. But that's a lot of points to be spending on anything, and a lot of hours spent accumulating those. And so if you spend 100,000 points on my channel with channel points, you can decide what game I'm going to be playing for 4 hours. Havoc has decided we're going to be trying out Code Vein on Tuesday. So Code Vein is going to be played on Tuesday. It's not something that's really on my list of games to play, and he wanted to change that. So he spent the points, and we're going to be doing that on Tuesday if you want to come through. Then on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm going to start up Bully, a Rockstar game, one of the ones that I've started and I just haven't put the time in. I think it's going to be a little bit outdated, but we're going to give it a Wednesday and Thursday. If it doesn't work out, then we'll move on to something else, which is fine. Like I said, if it's not working for you, it's okay to say, I don't like this, and I'm going to try something else. Or just stop trying that thing that's not working until you figure out what it is that will work. What else? What else can I tell you? Rocket League will be Friday. Friday ones, as per usual, chill out. I think I'm doing like 3 tournaments on a Friday. They seem to be taking, like doing a 4th one. We'll be diving into our 4.5 to 5 hours. So do 3 ones, 20s. Unless they're quick, then obviously we'll sneak in another one. But the Rocket League is really looking good. I'm playing a lot better, and I've been struggling with being like responsible in terms of my work ethic and stuff outside of the stream. So making TikTok videos, making YouTube videos, you know, I've been streaming. I've been really, really good with my streams. I've been consistent and on time and sticking within the time that I've said, okay, I'm going to be there live between those times. I've been good with the podcast. I've been consistent. This is the 3rd episode. I promised you guys 2 weekends ago I'll be here. I did it last weekend, and I've been here. So it's slow, small steps towards accomplishing things. So this week I'm taking another step towards accomplishing something that's quite important to me. And yes, it is Rocket League related, but I need to get my champ rewards. And for anyone who plays Rocket League, understands Rocket League, you'll know what that kind of means to me. And I've been struggling in 2s, I've been struggling in 3s, and I think it's partly because I've been playing on Xbox, because now playing with the extra frames is it's just changed the game completely. But what I'm gonna do is every day, I started today, I'm gonna train for an hour. I'm not gonna train, I'm gonna play ones. I'm gonna play ones for an hour every day for a while. I haven't set like a time limit, but I want to get my champ rewards by playing ones, because I feel like that is in itself the best realm of saying I've earned that rank, is by accomplishing it in ones. So that's this week's goal, and I'm gonna so it's adding another thing every day. I'm gonna spend an hour playing ones in Rocket League, and if I can make content from that, I definitely will. Today I took a couple of cool videos where I was defending, doing some cool stuff, so it will be part of adding value to my content and doing some stuff. But I think what I've been lacking is setting the time aside and doing stuff in that time. Now I'm adding something to do, and as I become more consistent in doing those things, I will get better at being consistent in doing new things in those time slots. So that's the idea, that's the concept, and let's see how it goes. But it's been going well, and I think that it'll continue to do so. I've been very posh and a little bit serious. Lots of talking, lots of hand movements. Again, we've got our man in the background driving around, or being driven around London in a bus recording that. He said that there's a new one coming out in an hour, so that's exciting. In an hour from right now, so 5 p.m. GMT English time. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I really do appreciate it, and I seriously appreciate the positive feedback on the videos that I've been putting out there. It really does help me to make sure I focus this in the right direction. And what was seen in last video was that there was insight to things that I didn't realize I was kind of giving them. So I've tried to put a bit more of that into today to make sure that it's adding value in a way that isn't just me talking a bunch of nonsense, because it is 90% of that. But if there's 10% of goodness out of this, and you can go away after watching for 15 minutes and say, wow, I actually learned something about myself, or about Timothy Theed, or a different approach that I can go about, that's really good stuff for me. So yeah, I appreciate the feedback. You guys have a super sweet week. Thank you for coming to hang out. Watch me if you're watching on YouTube. Listen if you're listening on any of the platforms that you can listen to the podcast on. I kind of enjoyed this episode. It was a little serious, but it was a lot of fun. So thank you for listening. Have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Cheers, everyone.